road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. 7:45. I've got my packages ready to go back to UPS. I'm gonna go there first. Then I'm gonna go to Shipley's Donuts. Kill time till 9 so I don't have to go in. And I can go in. I'm dressed. I can go into Home Depot, but I would kind of like just to... Is that a package? Are you kidding me? Thrown out in the middle of the driveway. Levi, there's a package. Would you get that package? You can leave your headphones on. You'll still be able to hear it. Middle of the driveway, like just dead center. Boxes. Oh, just 20 feet behind me. These people get so lazy. Maybe there was a... Did you just bump your... Well, be careful, baby. Yeah, it says for me. That's how it's in here. Check it later. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I just would like to sit in the car and not do anything for a few minutes. At least some of the decision making has gotten easier at the house because there's not a lot of decisions to make now. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, truck. I didn't put it on. Let me stop. I can't pull it. Anyway, I picked a color yesterday at Home Depot. I think is a really pretty green, earthy green, but a little bit bright. It's not bright, but there were other colors that I kind of liked better, but I didn't want to get, and I still want to stay. I don't know how I have a fork. That must mean something. If I have a fork in my purse. I can't even. No. Well, y'all might have to see this color another day. Because I'm not finding that little card that I threw down in here. With my hand. It's probably stuck behind a wallet or a fingernail thing. Anyway, whatever. It was a pretty green, not dark. I think, and I will put at least a semi-gloss on them so they'll be easy to clean. And he's singing and talking to himself over there. He's got his headphones on. I'm talking about you. I can't help it every time. And I don't know why. Maybe because he seemed to be in it more often than not. It was he didn't have it real low. GMC white extended cab David. The other day when me and Mom were going somewhere, I kept looking at my rear view and I'm thinking, my mind, how your mind plays tricks. Because I mean, it was his, looked like his truck. But I just like, I know that's not him. But I just kept looking. That white truck just passed us a second ago, and I just thought, oh, that looks like David. I'll probably do that maybe forever. I don't know.
I'm in a bad spot.
I know you're in a bad spot. There's no internet here, baby. We'll have to get out of here in just a second. just thinking, that day I was with Mom, I thought to myself, if I pull into this gas station, he'll pull in behind me and fill up my truck. When I would get off, well, when I still drove for Cleveland, he drove for Cleveland, but pretty much he didn't have a lot of morning time. When I was still in Cleveland, he was still working. He was still working at the maintenance department, at the field house. He was over all of the sports stuff. He did the baseball field. He did the football field. Anything to do with those things, that's what he was over. And so normally when I'd get off my bus, he was already at work. Now I could drive over to the field house and he'd come out if I had to ask him something or get something or give him something or whatever, but he didn't usually just be running around town because he had another job. But by the time I moved on to Splendora, like I guess the year after I got to Splendora, he retired from maintenance, and so he was just driving his bus. So when I'd get off my bus about once a week, I'd get off my bus, I'd go to Cleveland, and I'd meet him at H-E-B or Walmart, and at the gas pumps, and he would fill up my vehicle. My car needs to be filled up truck needs to be filled up right now. Kind of making me think about it. I don't go that way. The school's down there. We'll be packed with her here. Anyway, little memories like that just float back. I know you're in a bad spot. I can't help it till we get out of this spot. Little memories like that will pop up. See a vehicle, you think it's him. Things like that. Oh, anyway, we're going to run on and drop this stuff off at UPS and pick up the Home Depot order, get him some Shipleys, then go back down the highway to Cleveland to pick up his prescriptions, and then go home. And hopefully that we'll be making it in by 10 or maybe even a little before 10. All right. I've already taken this one out, but I'm going to have to kind of pop this because we can't see in there. There it is. Safety first, guys. I've already flipped the breaker off, and I know it's off because the fan is off. Alright, so that is out. Dad could have used his drill with these because they are, when he put all these in, they do have little Phillips heads, but he didn't realize it, I don't think. And some of them are still, you can still take out with the drill, but some of them are stripped. You can see it won't even spin because the head is stripped, so you have to use the screwdriver. I need one of them electrician ones that goes in like that and you turn it out here. That's what I need. No, I don't need that because this is the last electrician job I'll ever do. I got the door open and already it's getting hot in here, even though the AC is on. Just walking around a while ago with this screw in my mouth. Oh, there. No, that ain't it. Must have took it out somewhere. Guess I better figure it out where I took that screw out of it. Alright, so I'm gonna pull this out a little bit. And this maybe I can drop. Oh, praise God. Praise God. Just needed to pull it further out. Alright, now. Okay. this is a little off. That's got to be over. Unless you're using a knife. I would suggest that if you have the issue I'm having here, you use a knife. I managed to do it with the screwdriver, but I wouldn't suggest that you could, if you don't, not careful, you might make it look ugly, which I think some of these are going to have wide covers anyway. Up on the hole, and then that lines back up. Push this in, hit my screw. Jensen, honey. Jensen and honey, hush. Hush! That one in. See this hole? Can y'all see it at the bottom? Even when I close it up, there's a hole here. So this is going to need a wide, and I bought some over bigger ones, and they come in today. Did I leave a little screw laying there? You see a little screw that come out of an outlet? I was walking around with it in my mouth. I don't know what I did with it. Did that come out of a cover or an actual outlet? I'll use it. Thank you.
That's it?
It's not it, I don't think, but I mean, it is one. It's probably come out of that outlet in there. At least I'll be standing. I ain't got to get back up. Oversized. Oh gosh, my mind. I ordered some oversized ones for some of these holes because they were way, way big. Dad said we could just caulk them, and we could, but it would look a lot better, I think, if we just, even now, this one's been crushed away a little bit whenever widen that corner. This will not, I'm going to put this cover on because now we see how well it works, but I've got new, like I said, oversized covers. And I may go ahead and caulk, I'll probably caulk this down here later when I'm caulking, just to caulk it. But I still think it needs an oversized cover. But see how that brought them out flush? Really, really good. All right, now I'm gonna get started on more. Hear that wonderful noise? I said, that's kind of annoying, didn't it? When we're in here working, he goes, yeah, lots of things are annoying. He didn't say, oh, I'll do it later. We will work amongst that noise. So I've got that one down there done, and the one for the washing machine done. I'm fixing to do the one behind the freezer. I'm done in this room. I can work my way into the other room. All right. That one's done. That one's done. Buddy put the covers on these yesterday. They just snap on. And I think he snapped on this one in here. That one right there for the water for the refrigerator, ice maker. Alright, let me get in here. Get this last one done in here. Work my way into another room. Still remember, guys, if you ever want to do this is not a job that I don't believe this is a job. This is not a job a novice can do. I mean, you wouldn't want a child to do it, but you just have to remember to flip the breaker to the room you're working in.
You know what?
Just in case your screwdriver slips.
Most of the time, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch everyone's videos, but I just so happened to watch Bree's yesterday. What she did.
What did she do? Oh, she hit the ceiling?
Yeah. I'm gonna come in here and fix it.
Okay, let's see you fix it without putting that white on top of the blue on the wall. Closer, closer, closer. I think you did it. I have brushes in that bag in there if you need a brush.
I got it.
Okay.
I fixed it. It might have been why I had a nightmare.
Oh my gosh, tell them your dream, Steph.
Oh my gosh. I had a dream. You and G had a secret meeting down here. It was actually G's idea, and you reluctantly did it. But G said...
I went along with it, or I
Yes.
actually did the mixing?
You did the mixing.
Damn.
G said...
Oh, sorry.
G said, I want to tie in the stain color to the ceiling. And I want it to all kind of blend together, so I want you to mix a gallon of stain with the white paint and go over it before Steph gets back, because she'll say no.
Like that would have mixed to start with.
Yeah, so you were like, I guess if that's what you want. So you were mixing it, and in my dream I was like, this is gonna be so ugly. And then I got here and it was like this nasty streaky beige, and I was like, what happened to the ceiling?
Well, it blended. Did it blend? Did it?
It worked, but it was ugly. It was beige. And I was like, no.
I think we're all having dreams. Like the other day when I said that dream I had where I kept coming out into the hallway, but it was not a hallway, it was just another room. And I was like, maybe that's this house down here.
Yeah.
Every room I think I'm done, and I step out in the hallway and it's another room to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming to us at night.
Oh. Alright, so I'm just putting these back with drywall screws. I'm using the shortest ones, which are just a tad longer than the actual screws that you're supposed to use, but they're so stripped. That should have pulled it out. Enough for this plate. Oh, this one won't need, oh wait, it might leave a little caulk on one side. Get in there. Catch it, catch it, catch it. There it is. A little caulk down this side. Alright. Now that one. Hot, so hot, so hot. It's so hot. This one might be too. I only got 1/4 inch ones. You can get 1/2 inch ones. So let me see. I would have liked that to be out a little more. But I don't want to put 2, that would put it too far. Let me just see what I can do. I have done every outlet in the laundry room, the game room, the kid room, mom and dad's bedroom. And I've done several, like I've got this one done and that one over there done. I'm fixing to work on this one right here. Right here in this corner by my arm, right here. And I need the drill. If it was out enough, some of them have been out enough and I haven't needed the spacers, but this one's not. This one's gonna have to have a spacer. If it didn't need a spacer, I'd just zap a little cover on it, but it doesn't have a spacer. And that means I gotta have a drill, because I am not gonna fight with them little outlet screws, because I have to basically I'm having to take them all off with the little screwdriver, and they're hard because they've been gouged. So it's fine. I put them back in. I put them in with drywall screws, which fit those holes perfectly. It's not like they're too little or too big. They're perfect. And I just make sure I use the 1 1/4 inch ones, which is about the same length as the ones that are coming out of it. So all that's good. It just means I need the drill to do it. I don't have to have the drill. I guess I could get a screwdriver from over there that's Phillips head, because you don't have to put them in. It's quick with the drill. Zip, zip. But I just crank down on them like I do with this screwdriver, but they'll be a Phillips head. They'll be easy to do. I don't even know if his bag has a Phillips head in it. This gigantic one. These are pliers. I don't see a screwdriver. Oh, here's his 10 snips. I was looking for them. No, he doesn't have any other screwdrivers in his toolkit. He's got batteries. He's got conduit clamps. Let's see if he needs this. So I brought in a little bit of my walnut stain and I put it on that switch plate right there. It don't stay. It might be a little darker, but it's not really much. That's because it's plastic. So there's that. I wiped it all off and it just kind of, it changed a little, but not much. I only have one outlet cover and 2 outlets. So I'm gonna go online when I get off the phone, off the video with you guys, see if I can find just 1 outlet cover. That one coming down the wall down there is high because it's supposed to be part of the kitchen. So I'm hoping, I'm gonna have to look at the wall space again. Mama keeps changing her mind on things, but like at some point, like when the pantry goes in, she can't make any more decisions. She can't change her mind on it. Like where things are gonna sit and this, that, and the other. Fixing to sneeze. I didn't sneeze. Okay, so I want a Lazy Susan in the center, her base cabinet to be a Lazy Susan. She can put a rice cooker in there. Well, she's gonna have a lot of blowers. She's gonna have a lot of lowers. It's a lot of countertop back over there. She's got 18 foot of countertop just on the back wall. And then when you come this way, I need it to have, I'm not really sure how much because a Lazy Susan is at an angle and then you're gonna get the miter cuts that come up and meet. So I'm not for sure. I'm hoping to get at least a 30-inch base cabinet next to the Lazy Susan on this front wall. And that should give her plenty of room for her microwave and her toaster oven to sit on the front wall. Let me turn it down here. So if her Lazy Susan is in the center right here, if I get a 30-inch on this side of the Lazy Susan, that counter space should give her enough for her microwave and her toaster oven. And then right next to it on this, it won't be to the ceiling, but pretty high, will be your pantry. I was sitting here, Daddy went back out, and I was figuring up the cabinets. And I can't remember how far down the wall the Lazy Susan comes, because they're made for corners. So I'm gonna have to pull up the website and look at the specs on it. But I centered the sink. I centered the sink base, which is 5 foot. You can get a 3 foot sink base, but that just means you're getting more cabinets this way, off of it. So the 5 foot one, which is like I have, that gives you 4 doors underneath, and 2 little drawers, which at my house they're junk drawers. But then they're the same size as because that drawer that I have where my silverware is, maybe it's a 15. Yeah, it's probably a 15. It's not, I don't think it's a foot. You can get the little foot wide cabinets. They got 1 little drawer and 1 door. And I have that on the other side of the stove. But on this side of the stove, to the right of the stove, which is where it corners, I have 3 drawers, but I think it's a 15 there, not a 12. Because I know it's a drawer base, it's 3 drawers. And the other side is 1 drawer and a cabinet. And I thought that was perfect for standing up my sheet pans and cake pans and stuff like that. And that's what's there. Besides, I've kind of got a collection of pans, so now some of them store in the stove when I'm not using it. And I measured down there, if she gets a 6 foot countertop mitered for that corner to meet up with the mitered corner on this end, this is the thing. There's not enough space to get like the 10 foot. I don't think they have 12. I'll have to look, but I'm pretty sure it goes up to 10. If you get a 10 foot, I'm not sure that they come mitered. And well, I can tell you right now, none of this family can miter very well. Not when you're putting two pieces of countertop together. I did that in Lou's house, in the old house, and it did what it's supposed to do, but it wasn't perfect. And I had to do a little bit of caulking and then a little bit of acrylic paint to fill in the little crack that where the two pieces mitered together. So we don't want to have to do that. Okay, I'm home, and I got my tripod. It was stuck in this door pocket. So I painted right before I left the corners in those 3 back bedrooms. I told Dad I got as high as I could with my tiptoes and the tip of the paintbrush. So anything from that high up to the ceiling, where it meets the ceiling, that needs a little, just right in the corner. But Steph, the rooms look beautiful, so she did it with just 2 gallons, and 1 gallon is still pretty full. So we really could have probably gotten by with almost 1 gallon. It's fine though. We have paint now for touch-ups. So they start pulling the furniture in and stuff. They may, nick a wall or something. So now we have a gallon or almost a gallon of paint for that. And I'm using the jug that she said was empty. But, you can still scrape at the bottom. There was still so much kind of at the bottom that didn't pour out. Hey. Okay. Anyway. I got paint all over me. Got that stain stuck in my... Yes, ma'am, Rosie. Hi, baby. Hi, my love. Rosie, have you missed Mama? Rosie!
You go there what tomorrow?
Again tomorrow, yes. Yes, again tomorrow. Rosebud. Hi, my Rosie girl. Hi, Ladybug. Oh, you missed him while we was gone?
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, my chair, my chair. So, I told Daddy if he wants to take that little gallon that's sitting on that makeshift table, it's got a paintbrush in it, he can just go. It would take him 2 minutes tops to do those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I miss one in the girls' room? Oh no, I got that one. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 corners. Because all the other corners are at doors. So there's no need to paint there because we will be trimming out the doors, with trim. So I'm not getting it. You can get it yourself in a minute. I'm hot. I'm not going back out. And this t-shirt is like, I don't know what this t-shirt's doing. Anyway, I'm hot and I'm tired of paint on me. I'm going to rest. I'm going to lay back here, and I wore the wrong shoes. I was wearing my slip-ons, not flip-flops, but just slip-on tennis shoes. They had flat bottoms. There was no arch support. Isn't it? Okay. Isn't it ridiculous when you get to an age where you feel like I can't work today unless I'm wearing some shoes with arch support? Anyway, I didn't. I never took my shoes off, so they were the ones I wore to town today. Anyway, we are going to need... We've got 2 spacers left, and we have 5 outlets. I do not know if the 2 outlets behind the plywood are going to need spacers or not, but I would rather say they will, and then order them. They're $1.12 a piece. I think I can get like 6 at Amazon. They're more expensive on Amazon. The exact same little spacers, but they're more expensive. I think it was like $12 for 6. It was like $2 a piece, where they're only $1.21 at Home Depot. It's not much, but still a little bit. Okay. So, what did I say? There's 5 outlets, or 5 boxes, whether it's a switch or a plug. There's 5 of them left, and there's only 2. No! Leave it sitting right there till you come back. He's going to get his hat out of the truck, fine. But he finds an Amazon package I opened out there on the porch yesterday when I was showing y'all the outlets that had come in. I seen him pick it up, and I could hear him say, "This is for my list." Anyway, all right, I'm going to go. I'm going to call this a day. I got to go. I love you guys. God bless y'all. And I will see you tomorrow. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.